Kai Schlachter, and my novel is called My Corrupted Mind. So it's about a teenage girl who has this condition which means that her whole body is toxic and everyone around her becomes affected after a short period of time. And it's because of this disease that her boyfriend passed away. But then, suddenly, when she meets this one boy, everything in her life changes drastically. It's kind of weird, actually, because while most books are inspired by real-life events, movies, or other books, mine was inspired by a song called Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. When I saw the Sony Young Movellist of the Year competition, that really kickstarted everything. It gave me the motivation I needed to completely finish my very first novel. So thank you, Novellas. I'm very grateful. When I saw I was shortlisted, I literally screamed and did a little dance in my seat, because reading that email was probably the proudest moment of my life. It just brought me that one step closer to the real publishing world, which I've only ever dreamt of. So thank you, Novellas, for that.
The Mendaci by Annabelle Green. Annabelle is 16 from Somerset and is currently a Movellist ambassador. The books that have most inspired her to get into writing are Jane Eyre, Inkheart, and Watership Down. She says she can think of no better person than Mallory Blackman to be heading this competition. This is what her book is about. When Tanetta uncovered Samuel Watford's lost will, they discovered that he had never destroyed the Mendaci, the key to bring them down. He had hidden it, passed it on to the one person who could finish his work. Now Tanetta has a plan to bring down the key and Watford's daughter, Aliona. Aliona must race against time and fate to discover the power of the key and fight against the biggest force on the planet. She is given a choice to run, fight, or die. Surrounded by betrayal and lies, there is no room for her to make the wrong decision.
Hi, I'm Alex, and my book is titled The Thorn in My Flesh. To me, being shortlisted means everything. I've been writing ever since I can remember, and to finally have the confidence to put my novel out there was a big step, and it's paid off. Having people recognise my book as something that deserves to be shortlisted is something I never expected, and it's given me the full confidence to continue writing and putting it out there for people to read. It's a novel about my main character who was kidnapped for 9 years and has finally returned home. The story follows the two main characters as the kidnapper is found dead and the victim accused of murder. My main inspiration for the story came from a dream I had of the first chapter. I dreamt about the scene where my character is in counselling, and it came to me every night, revealing more and more about the story until the full plot was in my head and I had to write it. I never in a million years thought something like this could happen to me, but it has, and I'll never forget it. I also just want to say good luck to everyone else on the shortlist. We all deserve it, and it's been a pleasure to read all your amazing work. Good luck.
My book is Girl with 1,000 Faces, which follows a nameless girl as she is forced to take life from others. She takes their names, their faces, their entire lives, but just for a day. No more, no less. Even she doesn't know how many lives she has led or how many people she has been. As the truth is revealed, she discovers what it means to be really human. The idea itself originated from the fact that people act differently around different people, and sometimes it feels like no one knows who you are. This idea is taken to extremities within the story itself. Ironically, Movellas was completely new to me when I entered the competition. I found it completely by chance. I was on Twitter looking for a writing competition to take my mind off revision for my horrible exams. All of them were closed. They'd closed about 3 or 4 months ago, pretty much. And then I found one that said one of the judges was Mallory Blackman. And when I was younger, I absolutely loved noughts and crosses, so I decided to take a look. I am so happy to be shortlisted. Thank you, and thank you to everyone who's read the beginning of Girl with 1,000 Faces.
Hi, I'd just like to say thank you so much for even considering my story to be in the top 10. I think it's a great achievement to get this far, and it's spurred me on to continue writing in the future. To know that I have potential to get this far has really helped me continue. And it would mean a lot to me to be in the top 3, because it would help me continue writing, and it would give me more faith in myself and in my writing, and it's such a prestigious award, so it would definitely build confidence in myself in terms of writing and everything else. And I'd like to say good luck to everyone else in the shortlist, because I think everyone's story is beautiful and worth reading for everyone to read, and I think everyone has a chance, everyone has a shot, so good luck to all of you and congratulations for getting this far as well. Yeah, in general, thank you for the opportunity. That's all I have to say, so thank you, bye.
Hello, I'm Danielle and I wrote Wings for the Sony Young Movellist of the Year competition. Wings is a science fiction novel, packed with action, and tells the story of a group of teenagers struggling to survive in a world torn apart by poverty and a deadly feud between machines and animal-human hybrids. Wings was inspired by a number of books, including The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, The Stuff of Nightmares by Mallory Blackman, Stormbreaker by Anthony Horowitz, and the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. It means the world to me to be shortlisted. I never expected to make it this far. The competition finally gave me the motivation that I needed to finish Wings. I honestly can't thank Movellas, Random House, the Reading Agency, Sony, and of course Mallory Blackman enough for that. Thank you!
My book is called Gift the Rebellion. It's set in a world where the ability to perform magic is the norm, and is centred on Rory Stone, whose magical abilities far exceed anyone else's. The story follows Rory and his friends, Aaron and Talon, as they set out to save Britain from the energy-stealing shapeshifters. I was inspired by a variety of novels when writing this, from Harry Potter to Eragon, which when reading I became fixated on the idea of writing a fantasy that revolved around magic. Having been writing this on and off for almost 3 years, the competition gave me the final push to cut it down, edit and finish it, and it means the absolute world to have my ideas recognised, and to be able to share it through Movellas. I entered the competition really because I knew that it would make me finish my novel. Plus, I couldn't wait to upload my chapters to see what people thought of them. It was all very exciting. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Helen, and my book is The Name on Your Wrist. I was inspired to write it because I'm interested in the idea of soulmates, but I'm a little bit cynical about it. I'm actually a little bit scared of wrists, so I thought it would be helpful to write about wrists, and it wasn't really that helpful. I was having a really bad day the day I found out that I was on the shortlist, and then I happened to check my email, and then I was just crying because I was really excited. Like, I've written an average of 600 words every day for the past 6 years. Not really sure how to function without writing, so it's really nice to be given an opportunity, especially being so young. Yeah, it really means a lot, and it's very exciting.
Hi, I'm Molly Luby, author of I Dare You. I Dare You is a dystopian teenage fiction novel based in a place called Havengore. Havengore is surrounded by a big, thick boundary wall and has been there for generations, but nobody has questioned its existence until now. I was inspired to enter the Sony Young Movellist of the Year award because you could submit a full novel. The age range of 13 to 19-year-olds encouraged me to enter because as I'm 18 I cannot join in with many of the young author awards and competitions. And I also love everything that people my age write. I think it's phenomenal and it inspires me to continue to write. Being shortlisted means the world to me. It's the position of a lifetime and it took my breath away when I first found out, and the weeks that followed, and even now, I can't contain my excitement. It means my dream becoming reality since I was 14 years old, and it reminded me that I am an author, and I write books, and I'm worthy of the title. I Dare You is inspired by so many different things, but most importantly were the novels that I'd read that I couldn't stop thinking about. The most important to me were The Knife and Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan, and Gone by Michael Grant. They inspired me not only through phenomenal plotlines and relatable characters, but the themes that they explored, such as fear, the unknown, curiosity and boundaries, and their exceptional writing ability, of course. But I also knew I wanted to create a world all of my own and that was so different from anything I'd written before. And all these things came together and I created Havengore, The Wall, and what became I Dare You.
I'm the writer of The Lives We Live. So it's basically about a girl and she finds out that her best friend is dying and she wants to help him achieve eternal happiness, or something that she believes even if there is an afterlife will make his life worthwhile and have meaning. And what she fails to see is that his life already has meaning, and it's about how her best friend tries to help her see that life isn't achieved by ticking things off bucket lists or using big grand plans. It's about the smaller things in life and how they help you achieve happiness. I've always dreamt of being a writer. Being published before I was considered an adult would be amazing and just kind of unbelievable, and I'd be able to say to people, look, I've loved this since I was little, and look what I've been able to achieve before I am 18. It would be a dream come true. It would just be completely amazing and unreal. What inspired me to enter the competition, a friend of mine, she was writing a novel for someone my age. She gave me a copy of her manuscript and asked for my ideas, and I was telling her how I'd always wanted to be a writer. I really love it. I wish I could do what you do. And a couple of days later, I got like a note through my door saying like a screenshot of this competition she'd found online for people my age, and it was like by young people, for young people, that sort of writing, and I thought, oh, this is amazing. I was a bit nervous, and then I was reading some of the entries online, and I was like, hey, this looks good. Eventually, kind of, my friends and family persuaded me that, you know, it was better to have a go and try and fail, and, you know, I could always enter next year and just get some feedback. What inspired me to write? Kind of just the fact that I was persuaded by the people I know that it was better to have a go, and it turned out better than I expected, because I never imagined I would be on the shortlist.
Faces and sun, so what the heck?